This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Kah Elohim La Yahweh Bahasam, Yahweh Bahasam, Rakak. That's double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule web, and a great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. And this basically a message to you elite, you Rothschild, Rockefeller, DuPont, Oppenheimers, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, um, uh, Mark Zuckerberg, all you fucking elite, all you Edomites, and all you rich other heathens, that never touched a working utensil in your life. Get prepared, man. But I got a little video that made me think of this. And this way you devils finna be. This is gonna be an Edomite main working area in a damn cave somewhere, mining amethyst, Ethiopian opal, crystal cola, any kind of precious stone, gold, silver, brass, whatever you can think of. You're gonna be in there working. Ed gonna be working. And that was pretty much the point. And that ain't gonna be no pretty day. And we gonna have you devils. I'm gonna have you devils in there with suits and ties on, and them weak ass goddamn church shoes. Yeah, gonna be in that motherfucker bent over, straight like you out of the corporate office, man. Working hard. But you might not have a pickaxe. That's gonna be the thing. You gonna have to goddamn, gonna have to improvise. But it say that all these people that afflict us, they going into captivity. But I got that word captivity. It say captivity in the simple Google definition. It say a condition of being imprisoned or confined. And then some of the similar word: imprisonment, confinement, internment, incarceration, custody, detention, restrained, constrained, commutal, arrest, bondage. And that's the point: bondage, slavery, servitude, enslavement, subjection. Duress, thrall, enslavement, subjugation, subjection, thraldom. And the opposite word is, lo and behold, freedom is what you're not gonna be. Free. You free right now. This is your kingdom. This is your heaven. You devils free. Y'all can hop on a Learjet, a private jet. And I know you devils got your own private jets, and you can hop on and fly around the world as freely as you want, and do whatever the hell you want as you doing it. But that time is swiftly coming to an end. So, hey, we rooting you devils on to implement your new world order. And we warning our people that it's coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that y'all gonna come with y'all mark, that subdermal device that they want to put underneath your skin. You're gonna move this current system from fiat to digital. You know, it's gonna be a digital monetary. Everything is going digital. AI, digital this, digital that. AI this, AI that. Robot here, robot there. Robots gonna be every goddamn where. And we letting our people know that these things are finna happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord revealed these things unto us, man. You know? And we warning our people, don't receive that mark or you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna die the death of an Edomite. Because the Lord created them nukes. The Lord allowed Esau to create them nukes to destroy itself with them, man. And 2/3 of our people gonna get caught up in that same destruction. Why? Because they chose who they gonna serve. And then they gonna get that they gonna receive that all, basically making themselves perpetual slaves to the so-called white man. You know, and we here telling you to buck against that. You know, of course, why shit like it is now, you do what you gotta do, you go to work, yeah, whatever. You abide the rules. But when it comes to receiving of that mark, you know, continuing on in this man's fourth industrial revolution, no, you reject, even if it costs your life. Because we ain't fucking living anyway. We slaves. We in prison. We in bondage, captives, subjugated to birth certificates and social security numbers and IDs and all that old crazy shit. But it's all good because these things gonna soon come to an end. This the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. It say, he that leadeth into captivity, slavery, shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And we patiently waiting for that, man. We suffering. You know? But it's all good because eventually all this shit gonna be over with. You know? The pain, the heartache, all the shit we going through, it's gonna be soon be over with. You know? Hey, that's why at the end of the day, when you catch your head, you just gotta count it all joy. It is what the fuck it is. But guess what? All this shit gonna be over with. It's hard now, but it's gonna soon be over. Let me get that precept. Because this the end of a thing. This the end of a thing for us. This the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 8. It reads, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit better than the proud in spirit. And we patient in spirit, and Esau, Edom, so-called white man, are proud in spirit. 2/3 of Israel proud in spirit. You know? But the elect of the nation of Israel are patient in spirit. You know? But like the scripture say, the first beginning of that verse, it say better is the end of a thing. What is the end of? The curses being upon us, our captivity. That's the end of us suffering for all Israel, even the wicked of our people. The thermonuclear destruction is the end of Israel's punishment, even for the wicked of our people. They gonna be born back in the kingdom in their right mind. But guess what? Thermonuclear destruction for an Edomite, guess what comes after that? Not everlasting joy and happiness. It's a lot. Might have to take this. I'm gonna hug on. Salaki. Salaki about that. Doing a quick lesson, waiting on something to pop up. It's all good though. I ain't tripping. Lord bless me. But it say better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and better is the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit. And like I was saying, this the end of our punishment. This the end of our hell. But guess what? This the beginning of Esau. Like I was saying, after the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, Esau is gonna go, he gonna die the death of thermonuclear destruction. The Joe Sixpack Edomites here, because you elites, you gonna escape this. You gonna die these Edomites in America. They're gonna die thermonuclear destruction and all manners of havoc and chaos. But they're gonna be born back in captivity, servitude, bondage, slavery. And they gonna be in them caves with they goddamn without a pickaxe. You know? And they gonna have to bust that coal up. They gonna have to mine that amethyst. And they gonna have on a suit and tie on my plantation. Button up all the way to the fucking neck. And you better have your shirt tucked in. Ain't that what they make you do in school and all that? I'm gonna be the same. That uncomfortable dumbass shit. I'm gonna be the same. You better not have a shirt untucked, shoes tied. You know? Be hot as hell in that cave. Or cold as hell. Whatever, you know? Get your ass down there and work. Yep, but the end of a thing, this the end of a thing for us. In the beginning, the destruction, Jacob's trouble, the downfall of America is the beginning of Esau's and the other nations' punishment. This this Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. It reads, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and upon them that hate thee and that persecute thee." And what was one of the curses? Servitude, captivity. Us becoming the tail and these heathens becoming the head. You know, so all the curses that we suffering, y'all are gonna befall you heathens. Your eye being evil towards your seed, your brother, your wife. You know, your wife eye being evil towards her seed. You, her husband. You know, get ready. The things you see and witness us doing as you inflict us even more than what the Lord doing, guess what? They gonna come upon you. But you gonna receive double. So let's get this, because your ass gonna have something to do in the kingdom. Gonna be some work to do. Let's get this one first. This the book of Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 14. It reads, "Therefore behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." You know, that was the first time we would deliver Moses, the Red Sea, the Pharaoh, his armies, you know, us being in the wilderness. It say, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all lands whither he have driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers." That's us returning back to the land, the promised land, the chosen land, Israel. This didn't happen. The Balfour, this was 1948 was not a fulfillment of that. So that go to show you that they are not the Lord's chosen people. The Lord say he gonna bring us back there. And of course, Yahweh himself ain't gonna be down here bringing us back there, but his son, Yahweh Shai, gonna be on the earth, man. You know? Verse 15, it say, "But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all lands whither he have driven them, and I will bring them into their own land that I gave unto their fathers. Verse 16, it say, behold, I will send for many fishers. And right now, that's what's going on. The Lord has sent for many fishers, you know. And we fishing, gathering in the good and the bad. You know, warning our people. Throwing that bait out there. Trying to hook them into this, and drag them to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know. Or catch them in the net. Because back then, they ain't used to use no damn hooks and shit. They used to cast nets. You know. This is an Edomite thing. They hook the fish, and, you know, that's an Edomite tactic. If I ain't mistaken. I know for sure they used to do cast netting, you know. It say verse 6, it say, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways, and they and who we gonna be hunting? The elites, because they got these dumps, deep underground military bases. They got mountain retreats. They got all manner of yachts and shit, doomsday yachts, and they got all kind of shit, you know, underwater bases. They got a lot of things to where they gonna be able to, and the Lord gonna allow them to escape. That's why really this a message to these Rothschild Rockefellers, these motherfuckers who ain't never broke a sweat working hard, laborious work a day in their life, because they gonna live to be the first, and the first beginning of the building of the kingdom is gonna be worse than, you know. They're gonna be the hardest part, because you people gonna come straight from riches to shit, and you gonna have to work, man. Give a damn how old you is. You can be 115. If you a fucking Edomite or any heathen, your ass going to work until you die. You know? Hard too. Sweating. And if you don't meet quota, that's gonna be your ass. You know? And the quota gonna be, and you ain't gonna never meet quota. Every time you think you met quota, goddamn, it's gonna go up just like you devils did us, man. Jacob surpassed the quota that you set, and you still whoop their ass. And that's what we gonna do to y'all. The quota is, you can't get it. That's the quota. You can't never reach the quota. So you work your ass off like you can. And if you don't reach it, that's your ass. You know? And you ain't gonna never reach it. So that's gonna always be your ass, man. That's what they did to us. It say verse 17, it say, for my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. Yeah, because the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good, roughly paraphrasing, which are the chariots of the Lord, the angels. They are upon this wicked kingdom. Verse 18, it say, And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double, because they have defiled my land and they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. You know, and that's pretty much the point on it. The point was, we gonna get you devils, man. We gonna drag your ass up out them caves, out them rocks. And you devils going to work. And this after the destruction, this Ezekiel chapter 39 in verse straight to the point. This after World War III. because it's gonna be dead bodies everywhere. And that's gonna be the first job for the elites is picking up, rounding up the bodies and burying them in the promised land. Because every bone in America will be gonna be burnt a crisp, man. Nobody coming to America to do nothing. America gonna still be on fire, smoking and shit, you know. This the book of Ezekiel 39 and verse 14. I get straight to the point. Because you read, if you go up to 12, it say Israel, the house of Israel be burying them. I read it. This Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 12, it say, in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. The house of Israel after World War III, we ain't gonna be burying a motherfucking thing. We ain't gonna touch we ain't gonna touch a shovel. We ain't gonna touch the dirt. As far as talking about doing some work, no, that's over with for us, man. We didn't work hard enough, but we gonna take the credit for burying. But we gonna be snatching you heathens up, and we gonna be putting your ass to work. You know, and it's gonna be it ain't gonna be 5 elite Edomites that make it. No, it's gonna be a lot of these devils that's gonna make it. That only makes sense. It's gonna be millions of heathens that we're gonna have to round up. That's gonna be the fun part. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, but it's gonna be a lot of these heathen. They got more. It's gonna be a lot more Moabites, Ammonites. They gonna be in the underground military bunkers and shit. You know, the underground cities. They gonna be able to survive and escape the judgment. All to go into slavery. You know, because these other nations, they got it set up to where they gonna save a lot of their citizens. You know, got different bomb shelters and shit. They ain't even prepping you Americans for that. Why? Because the Lord is gonna destroy America, Babylon the Great. And the niggas and Edomites who got the money to build the underground bunker, buy a military silo in America, you gonna die there. That ain't gonna be able to save you from this fire that the Lord finna bring. You gonna cook in that motherfucker. The Lord say this destruction that's gonna come to Babylon gonna leave neither root nor branch. So that fire gonna burn deep. You know? You gonna be able to hide underground in America. You might be able to hide underground in another part of the earth, but not here in America. Everything it won't be a soul living when the Lord get through with this place. Not under the ground and not on top of the ground. Not in no mountain nowhere. Ain't no state you can run to in America and you think you're gonna escape. No, your ass gonna get burnt the fuck up, man. Verse 13, it say, yeah, and all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith Yahweh powers. Yeah, and the Lord will be glorified in that day. Verse 14, it say, and they shall sever out men of continual employment. Yeah, ain't gonna be no goddamn job shortage. You gonna have something to do. Don't even be worried about no job for you heathens. You know, you gonna have plenty of work. It say, and they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. And after the end of 7 months shall they search. Yeah, and that was the point. They gonna sever out men of continual employment. There's gonna be plenty. Your ass gonna be working in the kingdom. Put it like that. And it's just the burying of the bodies. You know, imagine you got to build up the kingdom. The kingdom of heaven ain't gonna just drop out the air, a golden city with gates around it and clouds and gold and the aura, the light around it. That ain't what's gonna happen. You gonna have to build. You heathens are finna have to build our magnificent kingdom. You know, you ain't gonna just get away. Lord, the kingdom already assembled. Nah, nigga. I finna go to work. This the book of Isaiah. Let me see. Isaiah chapter. Yeah, I get started at 10. So, this the book of Isaiah chapter 10. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10. And it reads, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls." What walls? The walls of the kingdom. "And the kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I have smote thee." Smote who? The Israelites. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. "But in my favor have I had mercy upon thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, that they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought." Yeah, to work. Verse 12 it say, "For the nations and kingdoms that will not serve thee shall perish." Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And you nations gonna serve first and foremost Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And not only Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but Yasha Allah. The Israelites. Yeah, finna work. You gonna serve. And you gonna do it with joy. With a smile on your face. You gonna be elated to do it. If you not acting like you elated, we gonna bust your head. And keep you alive and put you to work, man. And it's gonna hurt so bad you ain't gonna want to get hit again, so you gonna act like you happy, man. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 13 it say, "The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together." Yeah, and the fir tree, it gives off a wonderful aroma, man, which is the Christmas tree, man. So-called Christmas tree in this world. The evergreen tree, the tree that they celebrate Christmas with. That's a fir tree. The pine and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. Yeah, and the kingdom of heaven is gonna be beautiful, man. Verse 14 it say, and the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy foot, at the soles of thy feet, meaning all Israel, because foot is singular, feet is plural. "And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel." And you nation, y'all better get y'all land ready, man. Verse 16 it say, "And thou shalt suck the milk of the Gentiles, and thou shalt suck the breasts of kings." Just meaning we gonna take all they shit. We gonna, we finna be nourished off of their backs, man. They're gonna be in our vineyards. They're gonna be in our silk. I don't know how silk. I know, if I ain't mistaken, silk is like a spider or some shit. A silk spider, some shit like that. Linen. Y'all gonna be the ones doing all these things. In the orchards and shit. With the cattle. Y'all gonna be doing all these things for us. We ain't gonna have to do nothing. If we want to do something, we can do something, but we ain't gonna do. Who in their right mind want to work when you got subjects? That's not kingly. We are kings and priests. So it say, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Yeah, we gonna know that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is our Savior. Which we know that. We believe that. And that's what we waiting on. The Heavenly Father to send back his only begotten Son to deliver us, man. You know? Verse 17, it say, for brass I will bring forth gold, and for iron I will bring forth silver. And iron is plentiful. It's plentiful. Brass is plentiful. So the Lord say, for brass I'm going to bring gold. And for iron I'm going to bring silver. And for wood, brass. And for the stones, iron. And I will also make thy officers peace and thy exactors righteousness. Verse 18, violence shall no more be heard in the land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call the walls of salvation and thy gates praise. Yeah, and that ain't happening over there in the Holy Land right now. No, they getting bombed. They need the Iron Dome. That bitch only assayed them for so long. You know, too many missiles get shot. It's compromised. No, man, that ain't gonna happen when the Lord take his true chosen people back to the land. You know, you gotta fight motherfuckers out the land because they don't want to leave, and nah, that ain't gonna be happening. You know, we ain't gonna be going back and forth complaining, talking about no goddamn Gaza Strip. That ain't gonna happen when the true Israelites get back there. It ain't gonna be no heathens within our borders, man. Unless they working. I read it all the way through. It say, the sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself. That don't mean it ain't gonna be no nighttime, or it's only gonna be daytime. That ain't what they're talking about. You know, it's just going to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, it say, for the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Yeah. It say, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. And hey, man, that's what's coming. So, hey, all we got to do is hold on, because soon these people finna be in our shoes, you know. And not in our shoes is gonna be in the kingdom, but they finna have to put on these shoes of captivity, shoes of curses, shoes of slavery, shoes of the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And they gonna have to walk in them motherfuckers. And they gonna have to walk and stand tall. Because they gonna have a long time a servitude. And you Edomites, because the message first and foremost is to you, you're gonna be done away with after that long period of time. So you better enjoy your these last couple of days, weeks, and months that you have. You better fucking be enjoying yourself, man, because this is it. When Jacob trouble come and you know, and all hell get to breaking loose here, you know, martial law and all these things commence, this is over with for your good days. I'm here to tell you that now. Especially you Joe Six Packs. Hey, when all hell get to breaking loose, that's gonna be it for you, buddy. You getting ready to go into hardcore bondage. You fucking Moabites and Ammonites You know, that's gonna be it for you too. All you heathens, Hamites, you know, so-called Africans, you know, it's gonna be it for you too for a long. You ain't gonna have no joyous day for a long, long time, man. It's gonna be a whole bunch of grunting going on, you know, and they're gonna be from working. Gonna be working hard, goddamn it. Brothers got hey, we so deprived of everything here. We want big pretty palaces, nice palaces, you know. But you know, first you're gonna have to build up the kingdom. You know, you're gonna have to build up the center of the kingdom, and then we gonna have palaces all over the earth, man. Private islands, and you know, build up our coast, you know. You know, we ain't gonna use spiritual power to do a goddamn thing. We want a river form. We want to build us a lake in a certain place. Your ass gonna dig that motherfucker. You know, we want us to scream to run through a certain part. We gonna make you dig that motherfucker. Well, we can use spiritual power to make these things for them, but we ain't gonna use no spiritual power to do nothing. We gonna make you motherfuckers work, just like y'all made us work. Y'all got all these reservoirs and dams. Jake was out there digging, and you know, they got railroads and all kind of shit. All your little prestigious schools and shit that go way back in the day. Guess who built those coliseums and different shit? Jake. Those different immaculate, ancient, historical buildings. Guess who built it? The slaves. The White House itself. Who built it? Not you damn devils. You know? So y'all might well get ready. I don't know if they told you, but your ass finna have to go to work. You know, and it ain't gonna be no goddamn PPE, no PPE. Ain't gonna be no OSHA or none of that shit. Ain't gonna be no union, no goddamn people's rights. All that shit gonna be out the motherfucking door. Yeah, gonna have to go to work. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to end it giving all honor. Damn. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end it giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule well, being the greatest time to touch, younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the whole fleet. Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, and the Baba. Shalom.